Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christian with PerfectStockAlert.com, a 100% free service for smart investors and traders. Today is Friday, November the 19th, 2010, and like we do every night, it's time to look at the markets, so check it out. Okay, a couple of announcements to make before I get started. First off, in the video chart school section right there, you will find about a half a dozen new videos in there teaching you all different kinds of things from the rounded bottom, the triple top, so forth and so on. They're about 5 minutes each video, and there's, I don't know, about 50 of them in there, so you can check them out. We've added about a half a dozen more, and we'll be adding more every week until we're finished. Somebody asked me to start looking at the BSE index, and I'm going to go ahead and do that starting tonight. So it's also on our website. All the charts are always there with my annotations, short term and long term. So that's always there for you. And always on the trading course, every weekend I should say, I come out and I post one video showing a stock to watch for the week ahead, and we give a technical analysis lesson on that. I'm going to start doing that on Wednesdays as well, so you'll be 2 a week coming out. But I'm not going to start next week because next week's the holiday weekend, so it doesn't make any sense to do that. So starting the week thereafter, I will start doing it on Wednesdays as well. But for those of you who are in the trading course, there will be one this weekend, okay? Okay, being that it's Friday, I want to go over the long-term picture here for a lot of different indexes. Let's start with the BSE, India's Bombay Stock Exchange. For those of you guys that are into emerging markets, you can check this out. What we have right now is nothing you want to be a buyer of, but it's a better condition chart than we have like here in the U.S. But it's kind of like the situation that you have with Canada. They have better markets, but they're not going to be able to stand alone. Remember, this is the BSE chart, a 4-year weekly chart going. Everyone it's kind of is 1 week, and you can see back here all the way up into '08, you had a nice rally going on there, and then you peaked. All right, got pulled down with the rest of the markets. No reason to believe that you're special this time. Okay, you also notice this time you run right around here. You get a nice size gap right there. Okay. You get run up here all the way back up, testing the previous high, and you fail to break out, which means you got what's set it up to be a double top here, and that's not something that's bullish, it's bearish. So we'll be looking for this to continue to pull it out to the downside. You also notice a couple of shooting star formation candlesticks there, and a bearish engulfing candlestick right there. Nothing good in play here. Even if you're bullish on these markets, you want to wait for a bullish buy opportunity, and this isn't it, so I'd leave it alone. Alright, here we're looking at the FTSE 4-year weekly chart. Same thing to point out here. Note the high point of the RSI here, and lower high here. Okay, this is showing a downtrend. Same time, price activity 58 to 59, showing an uptrend. That's false. It's a bearish divergence. You want to short that. Now, also, somebody mentioned something about they didn't really understand divergences, and they don't, have any weight in their analysis. Here's why it has weight in mind. Back here, you had this high point, lower series of highs here, okay, showing downtrend. Price activity for the same time period was trending higher, all right? Sorry, was trending higher. All right, that was false. So I pay attention to that kind of thing. Down she falls. Then we get a hit to the bottom below the 30 line, and she's oversold. You get a series of higher lows here, and right there as well, trending up. Corresponding price activity was trending down. This would be a bullish divergence. You'd be a buyer, not a seller. So if this was true and this is true, why now would you ignore this? You wouldn't. It's a very powerful technical analysis tool, and you should definitely use it. Alright, a quick look here at the NASDAQ. This is the chart that I'd want to be very bearish on. I would not be long this in any way, shape, or form, like I've said before. Again, once you run above the 70 line on the RSI condition like you had here, you're extremely overbought. All right. So in hindsight, everybody said, well, of course, that's why we crashed. All right. You were able to spot that before it actually crashed. And we just happened to be one of those guys that actually did that. So down she falls, and we turn around, we bounce back up. But here's the problem. Here's the low point. See, low point, higher low, lower low. This shifts. Okay. Now you've got a higher high. All right, high point here, trading higher, but it's not confirmed. It's not confirmed by the volume, and it's not confirmed by the RSI indicator. It's not true. It's going to fall apart. You're going to have to come down here whether you like it or not. Even if you were a bull, you'd have to test this low. Until you do that, you have no reason to be bullish in any way, shape, or form at this level, you've got to be a seller and protect yourself because you're going to get that pullback whether you like it or not. And as we said before, if you look at the short term, you zoom in, watch any of the videos we covered this week, we zoom in on the short term, you can see from the 6-month chart you've got tons of gaps in this formula right here. It's telling you this entire thing is going to be erased anyway. Last but not least, today I want to bring your attention to gold long-term chart 2 weeks ago. Big old shooting star, inverted hammer, whatever you want to call it. Very bad sell signal. Also note the high points of the RSI trending down. All right, confirmation. And you'll notice the last time you ran up here like this and got a big fat shooting star like that, it was before a major sell-off there. So I would be looking for this to happen the exact same way in gold here. Like I said before, gold is not going to protect you from a major sell-off in the overall market. It's not from a short-term perspective, and therefore I would be looking for a pullback. Also, you'll note low point here, finding support on this trend line. All right, here, here, and here, and then here it gets pierced. All right. Whenever you pierce a trend line, it's an early warning sign that you're going to break it. So whenever you draw that trend line out further, you can see, wait a second, that's not very straight, but you know what I mean. I expect this to break down next time it's tested. So a pullback here I would not expect to find support here. I expect to go below it. Keep that in mind, okay? All in all, I'm a bear here in the overall markets. I find too many opportunities out there to make good money on the short side, and I wouldn't be long this market, not with what's going on in Europe over there, okay? If you've not been to our free website at perfectstockalert.com, it's right there. It's 100% free. All we ask in return, please refer a friend. Enjoy your weekend and be safe. A quick look at our disclaimer. The disclaimer, read it and weep. God bless. Take care. I'll see you all on Monday.